In today's video, we're going to be answering the question of can you beat Final Fantasy X using overdrives only? We've seen videos done with limit breaks, we've seen videos done with trances, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX and 8, and I'm curious if we can do it in Final Fantasy X. Now I know before a few of you say anything, what do you mean? Overdrives in Final Fantasy X are overpowered. Yes, but we're not going to be spamming blitz ace or attack reels. We will be using them, but every character is going to be getting as much use as we physically can. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to drop it a like and subscribe. And let's get into some ground rules. Rule number 1, as the title implies, overdrives only. All damage must come from overdrives. No physical attacks, no using, no items, nothing like that. We can use items to heal, but we can't use anything damaging apart from overdrives. Now, rule number 2 is we are allowed to use Lancet and Steal with both Rikku and Kimarhi respectively, as that is how they get their overdrives. And I'm not doing this game with just Kimarhi having jump. No thank you. Rule number 3 is, like I said at the start, is to use every character as much as possible. So let's get into the run. We'll call ourselves T-Drive, because I thought it was a nice little way. I mean, let's be honest, we all named Tidus after some weird way, so that's what I'm going to call him. So the run officially begins after we leave Zanerkand. And why is that? Because we can't change our overdrive modes until we leave Zanerkand. So we're going to take full advantage of this and get ourselves some early overdrive modes just to make things that bit easier for once we do leave. So just like in any run, we grab ourselves Loner for Tidus, and we grab Slayer. I don't know, I could have probably left Slayer, but I thought, why not? So now we have left Zanerkand and the run can officially begin. We're going to stick ourselves to Loner, as that's the best overdrive mode we have, and jump into our next fight. This is pretty much the standard procedure for me in any of my runs, is just doing this. And we get some early uses for Tidus' overdrive to try and build up to blitz ace, because if you don't know how swordplay works, Tidus unlocks a new overdrive after a set amount of uses. So for a second overdrive slice and dice, we need to use Spiral Cut 10 times. To unlock the overdrive after that, we have to use any overdrive 30 times. And to unlock his strongest overdrive, we need to use an overdrive 40 times. And these all count after getting the next overdrive. So once we get his third overdrive, the counter resets and we're back to 40. Now this was the first fight where I actually was a bit worried because I did not want to get a game over here. But it's nice and simple. We just use Loner overdrive mode. Get a few overdrives in while waiting for Rikku waiting for the 4 mysterious lady to appear. Spoilers. So we use some items just to keep ourselves nice and healed up, because like I said, I did not want to die against this, because that would have been embarrassing. Once Rikku joins the party, we unfortunately have to just let her fall over and take a quick power nap during this fight so we can continue to use our Loner overdrive mode and build up more overdrives. So it worked out quite well for us. As you can see here, we're just ready to use our next one, and I believe this is the final overdrive we need to just finish this fight and move on to the next section. And boom, job's a good one. So kind of messed up my recording there, but as you can see, we used Riku's overdrive to get Flash Flood, and it feels so satisfying to just overkill this dude so early on in the game. So yeah, that's a nice and easy. Moving on to Besaid, we now have a new party member who has no overdrive moves or overdrive modes, so now we're going to have to farm some of these on our way to Kilika, which is going to be great. But we'll enjoy this nice little spear shot, have Walker gaze over us in the magnifying. So yeah, actually we're just going to carry on doing the same old, and this is what most of the battles are going to consist of. So after this I won't really be showing any more normal battles unless they have some kind of relevance. But I just want to show you that this is what each battle was going to consist of if I do take the fight, which at the minute we need the XP. So we get our first Aeon, call it subscribe, because if you haven't subscribed already, now's a good time to do so. Yeah, okay, we got maybe a few more selfless promos in. We'll see what happens. So onto this Sin fight on the way to Kilika. Every character now has some overdrive modes, and that's what we like to see. So we managed to get Yuna and Kimarhi died, passed out taking a nap. We're just trying to get more turns in, and I did farm haste, and we're just in the mood now. Just farming overdrive modes and some XP, as that's the main thing that we will do on the SS Liki going to Kilika. It's a great grinding spot, and it's a good way to get ahead. So as you can see, I just kind of KO'd every party member, and then proceeded to use Titus's overdrive to gain AP and as well as work on the next one. And as you see, we're just summoning Bevelle or Valafor or Subscree to Subscree. Chuck them, make myself laugh. But bringing out someone just to finish off the fight, because I did not want to sit there and rely on Walker's overdrive or Lulu's. So very nice and easy. On the next fight, we just use energy rain, grab a few more bits of AP, and well, I kind of overkilled without bringing Walker back, so he got no XP from this. Sucks to suck, I suppose, I guess, you know what I'm saying? And after what felt like an eternity, we didn't even get 1000 AP, but those are some nice, juicy early spear levels that are going to help us out greatly. And I left this in here because I just really want to talk about this scene, as it has so much meaning behind it, and it's just unbelievable. It's all about a young woman going on a massive journey to find herself and save the world while following in her father's footsteps. And to be honest, this game, there is a lot to gush about, and I could go on for hours about it. So I'm just going to leave this little section here and just say, Final Fantasy X is probably one of my favourite, if not is my favourite Final Fantasy game, and for many different reasons, but this just being one of them, as the heavy weight of what she has to do is a massive toll on her and everyone around her and her companions, her guardians, everything, and it's just phenomenal. But yeah, that's enough gushing for now. We'll move on with the challenge. I think that's a fair thing to do now. So into the Kilika forest, we get our first additional overdrive tutorial battle about how Lancet can be useful and all that good stuff. And like I said, we're going to be using Lancet to gain overdrives for Kimarhi, and that's the only exception to any kind of damage outside of overdrives, is just to gain a new overdrive for Kimarhi. So we're going to leave now. I'm just going to let TIE Drive just enjoy life and get hit. So we do go for the Huge, because I wanted to test what the damage capabilities were and if we could actually finish it, because I did also want to try get some HP spears. As we are using the expert spear grid, our HP is a bit lower than what it should be, so we get everyone a nice turn in, bring out Subscree to just finish off with an overdrive, as at the minute we're going to be using Aeons a bit, but we're going to be moving away from them. I think just after Luca is my plan. But let's be honest, Energy Blast is phenomenal, and it makes me feel like a Pokemon trainer using Aeons to do my battles. New challenge idea, I don't know, you tell me, let me know in the comments if you want to see an Aeon only run. Could be fun, right? Maybe, it could be easy, but it could also be very fun. If we have to put like some kind of fun rules in it. But we do get HP spears on our first try, which is what we love to see. Now on to the next fight. I was a bit with this one, as I had to get so many overdrives just to finish this one. But we do our best, we speed through it. We cast Cheer and Haste just to get some additional damage and turns in, which is going to be vital. So 5 cheers, if you don't know, will give us a percentage bonus to our attack and our defense for them 5 casts. We have Lulu try and finish off at least one of the one of the tentacles. Kimarhi finishes off the other. We finish it off with Energy Rain, and it's out of its shell. And man, I think I've seen this somewhere before. Yeah, that's probably a bad joke. But anyway, we all know where this is going. So we'll get some more turns in, but just kind of waiting to let characters KO. I did at this point had decided I wasn't going to finish, attack the characters myself. I think it was midway through this fight I just decided against it and thought this is taking way too long. I just want to, just hurry up. So I just start going ham on myself, really. Just trying to get everyone KO'd so Titus could get an overdrive to just finish this fight and I could move on with life. I must have been here for about 10 minutes. 20 minutes on a boss fight that takes no longer than 3, you know what I mean? So as we finally see everyone's down, so now we're just building up that overdrive once more, and I'm trying to show as many of the boss fights as I can. A lot of it's going to be cut down, but I feel like this was a good point in the challenge where I kind of made a good change of plans and decided it would work out better this way. So we finish it off with a nice blitz ace, boom baby. But yeah, next Aeon, who we get here for it, who we call Like, because if you haven't liked the video, now's a good time to do so. Anyway, that's the last of the selfless promo. So we get the jet shot, as we really want to win the blitzball game, because the goals, what's it they say? The goals are going down. And realistically, I just want my strength sphere because more damage. So we arrive at Luca and this scene. Anyway, no more gushing. We have a challenge to win. So Yuna gets kidnapped, and we decide now is a great time to do some grinding. all I wanted to get here was some early X potions and a nice amount of gil for the O Walker later on, as I want to be giving him 10,001 gil to get the biggest discount we can. So when we get to the extractor fight, no, or is this a different one? I don't know. They both kind of throw me off. But as you see, we just spam blitz aces, nice and easy. Like I said, I know we're using a lot of blitz ace at the minute, but that will be changing soon once we gain more and more powerful overdrives for our team. Like I said, we're trying to use as many as we can early game. We're just using what we have and what we can do. But this fight goes down, no problem. Get a nice ball toss from Lulu, which is what life is all about nowadays, and another boss eats the dust. So now we've won. So we won the blitz game. I've lost the footage, so enjoy another blitzball footage. But we play after we play blitzball. We get top scorer for 2 return spears, and we get the attack reels for Walker. So now that opens up yet another overdrive, which we do love. And I tried to push the Chocobo Beater off the cliff. As you can see, it wasn't going very well for me. So we're kind of at the edge of the cliff. And due to my ego, I really didn't want to take getting beaten by Chocobo Beater on my 400th playthrough of the game. So I just chose to use Energy Blast with Bevelle, because why not? Hitting the damage cap, by the way, in the Mayhem High Road, which is phenomenal with the amount of grinding I can actually do. So yeah, love to see that. Love to see that indeed. So not much to really say about the rest of the Mayhem High Road and Mushroom Rock Road, but we do get into the Sin Spawn Gui? Is it? Oh, I can't. No, I don't think it's Gui. I don't know. We get into this fight, and this was a pain. This fight took me over an hour and a half. I had so many things that just did not go according to plan. I was trying to be smart about it, and it just backfired. So we just all went for the opportunity of using Orin with guard, Tidus with I think ally or comrade, I don't know, just to build up overdrive. So Orin was the meat shield, Yuna was the healer, and Tidus was the main damage, and we just blitz aced the body every chance we could. I tried taking out the head. I used Walker's attack rules to get rid of the head and Lulu's overdrive. And yeah, to be honest, I had to reset this fight after an hour because I realized I was kind of in an endless loop and died. So I was really upset about that. So after 2.5 hours, we finally beat the boss. But now moving on to the rematch, we literally, and I mean, guys, we only used Seymour's overdrive, and it took another half an hour just to generate 3 overdrives for Seymour, because he only gets it by getting hit, and it's so annoying. As you can see by his MP, we have 683 left. He starts with 999. But Requiem is so worth using just because it's cool when you can only use it in this one specific fight. So why not, right? I mean, we might as well. But yeah, that's the Mushroom Rock Road boss down. We can finally move on. But yeah, next Aeon, who I don't even remember. I think we just call it Ixion or something. I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of any smart. But now we're on to I think this one's the Extractor fight. So we got our slow strike weapon, we got ice scout because I didn't have anything else. So we start the fight with haste, do 5 cheers. I mean, I've got the slow strike weapon for no reason because I realize it's not going to make a difference. And I'm so used to just using OSG strats when it comes to this fight. So we're trying our best, get a nice attack rolls off, see if we can finish off in 1 walk turn after 5 cheers. And look at that, job's a good one. We tell Lulu that she's more R-type because who doesn't love the gothic mummies? Am I right? Or am I right, lads? And ladettes. I don't know. Yeah, Lulu is best girl. And we move on to the next one. Again, I'm only showing, like I said, there's not really much happening. So we're using the majority of Riku's overdrives to try and finish this enemy up as best we can. I stole a lot of items to... lots of different elemental items from the Thunder Plains and from Makalania Woods. I completely forgot what it's called. So we use that and attack rules along with Thingy. This is making for a nice, easy overkill. We then decide to go and get all of Orin's overdrives, and it took so long. I ran all the way back to Besaid, which I've never done before in a single playthrough, so it was quite fun to see, and I really liked it. Because you see different environments, you get to see like Guado's talking about the marriage of Yuna and Seymour, and it's actually really interesting. So yeah, if you want to see that, more like a random 10 facts you don't know about Final Fantasy X, or 10 things you might not know, there you go. So as you can see in this, I kind of made a mistake and killed off the, what is it, the little thingy-majig, I can't remember what it's called, the little flying robot thing. Didn't mean to, it just kind of happened. So after a while of panicking, thinking, oh no, we're going to die because of mana beam, we kind of somehow made it through. We got hit by mana beam, and only I survive, or Hydra survive, so we just keep rebuilding that overdrive yet again, keeping an eye on how much HP he has, bringing back the party, thinking, okay, this is the one that's going to do it. And I think after the 9th blitz ace or something daft, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th one in this system, we finally beat it, and voila. Now the Seymour fight I was looking forward to, because like I said, I'd gone back, I got on all of Oran's overdrives, I'd gone back, obviously got all of Kimarhi's overdrives up onto the way here. We talked with both Tidus and Yuna just to build up the stats for the fight, Stone Breath just to get rid of it, and then we're going to finish up a nice haste to get rid of Kimarhi, because I don't really want him in the party, so we're just there bringing everyone in now. Kimarhi has done his service. Nice little overdrive with Rikku for support, Banishing Blade with Oran. Like I said, we're going to be using everyone's overdrive as much as we can, guys, don't you worry, we're not using just one. Keep building luck and cheer. Like I said, like this comes the whole thing when I was just waiting to get new characters into the party, and it took so long sometimes. Bring out Walker, just aim so we can get like another turn, build up. I don't know why I did aim. I think I was just trying to like kill turns for some reason or another, and to even now I don't know why I did it. I think it was just building up the stats really. Hit him with an attack reels, not enough to kill him, so we bring out Yuna, and I decide let's bring out the best summon in the game, Shiva, because at the time I was also playing Final Fantasy 16 and was having a lot of fun with Shiva as a Barna, so that's what it was about. And then he proceeds to kill me. So just to get rid of Shiva though, because I'm not going to sit there and cheese it with that, I'm just going to sit here and take him away and now use normal characters, or I'll use our party members to try and finish off the fight while surviving with the amount of thing, but thanks to Shell it made it a lot easier. So bring back Lulu, build up some overdrives. I thought, you know what, maybe I'll try it with different buffs. Nah, I've already built up so much overdrive, so we'll just finish off with a blitz ace. On to the next one, back in with the Banishing Blade. You know what, I really like using this early game, like thanks to all the breaks it brings, and I think in future runs I am probably going to sit there and do this because it's quite cool. I don't know why, I quite like it, to be fair. So, yeah. So at this point, luckily, we don't have the Berserk on him because we use Stone Breath with Kimarhi for the Guados to make life just so much easier. Getting everyone a nice quick turn as we want that sweet, sweet AP. So as you can see, this is what pretty much every fight consists of. Normally, I don't really bother too much with trying to constantly change party members. I just kind of stick with my party members, and then when we get to the the High Ridge, I will just grind out everyone to the end of the grid. However, in this run, I found that was not going to be a suitable option, and I should definitely sit there and consider grinding out everyone as evenly as possible. But we finish off with another attack rose and blitz ace. I know, guys, I know what I said. Like I said, we're getting to the point where we're going to start using other characters. Don't you worry. We're working on it as we go, and that's where the fun's going to begin. So, now the Every fight. I was dreading it. I absolutely was dreading it. So, not really much to say. I kind of just I did a bit of cheese, I think. Got a nice little Super Mighty G up and begin to wail on him. Because I was a bit, like I said, I was worried about this fight, but it wasn't all too bad. I see we're sort of just bringing everyone out, getting them turns, most people have their overdrives, and we're just waiting now. So we're hitting it off with the Banishing Blade. Again, like I said, if you haven't done this before, and you haven't gone back and collected all the spears after beating the spear mob, I definitely recommend it. Like, Banishing Blade is broken early game. Like, towards the end of the game, not so much, but early game, early doors, getting it the minute you can, it is busted. Like, you don't understand how broken it is. So, like I said, I'm just getting everyone some turns, trying to get rid of it. Like, look how slow Oran's agility is, man. My lord. Yep, getting everyone a nice turn in. Everyone's starting to build up another overdrive. I was really debating on using self-destruct. And I was like, do we have enough HP? Boom! Self-destruct with the Kimarhi. for the win. That's what we're talking about. Kimarhi finally had some vital use, and now he's just on 1 HP. Whoops. So we get our next Aeon, who we promptly call Bahoot, because we're having a Bahoot of a time, ain't we, guys? But yeah, not really too much to say. Like I said, I don't know why I'm even really showing anything, but you know what? Normally, everyone finishes this fight with 2 Phoenix Downs. So I was very curious to actually do a normal fight against this version of Every, because I haven't done so before. But to be fair, I got really lucky with the stone guys. I was like, no, not Walker. I was like, no Walker, not tire drive. Somebody other. I mean, like, to be fair, it was only Rikku on miss really, so I'm kind of glad it missed. But built up the luck for the crits. So the main system we have is cheer, it's Hastiger, cheer 5 times, luck 5 times, boosts both crit and attack and defense, which to be fair works out quite well. And then Walker just uses aim on his turns because he's waiting for the +5 cheers and lucks. So once we get that, we hit up with a blitz ace. Again, I know we're using like there's just not much to really do in this fight. Like especially when you're limited with your party members. But to be fair, it was not as hard as I generally thought it was going to be. So I'm kind of happy that this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. Like it was kind of I had to think a bit. But now we're moving on to the Seymour fight, and after a lot of grinding, and I mean a lot of grinding, by the way, we did a boatload. Everyone's at the end of the grids apart from Kimarhi, so everyone's stats are as high as they can be without level 3 key spears. And we have a double overdrive weapon for Tidus and Rikku now, I believe, thanks to... So we used Bribe in home on the Chimeras to sit there and gain enough thingy, and it took so long. Quite a lot of grinding, and it was, to be fair, very worth it. Glad I did it. Double overdrive has saved us a lot on this run. I don't think I put one on Walker yet because I didn't want to sit there and grind, because it was like 160,000 gil just to get a chance. So it took a lot of grinding. So I tried to spend as much time, get as much money. So again, you kind of see we're doing the standard 5 pump, the 3-step plan, should I call it. Hastiger, cheer, luck. But we also now have a new plan, a new additional healing with Rikku thanks to Albed potions. Get everyone a nice turn, get some insults in to Seymour, because why not, right? And the only phase I was worried about here was the stone and shattering claw phase. But luckily for us, we managed to kind of overkill him in one overdrive. So then what's coming now, I don't normally show this, but this was a perfect run, because I was thinking maybe I should get some of the ultimate weapons for characters, like triple overdrive being quite nice, you know what I mean, triple overdrive, and I thought, oh yeah, that would be very nice. And in the process of working to get the Sun Sigil for Tidus, I literally had a perfect run. I don't think I've ever had one so clean in my entire life playing this game, but oof, delicious, absolutely delicious. So we also then went to the, I can't remember what the temple's called, was it Renin Temple, to get 30 Wings of Discovery. And if you've seen NSG runs where you are allowed to use overdrives, that's going to make a big difference. So after getting all that and a small little bit of grinding with Kimarhi, we decided to tackle the rest of the game. We're in the home stretch now, only a few more bosses to go, and we have officially completed the game. So let's get to it. We start off with a nice steal, get some lunar curtains, they're always helpful. Cast Hastiger on the team. Oh no, yeah, maybe, I don't remember. Like, I'm recording this audio as I'm going, so a lot of time we're just kind of sitting there, and I don't remember exactly what I'm doing. But this fight I'm going to leave at normal speed just to show how quick this fight can be done, and you can do it a lot quicker if I didn't sit there and take the time to obviously give everyone a turn, because that's one thing I want to make sure everyone got a nice turn in. So bringing in Lulu, because she's going to be the star of the show, and that's what we love to see. But we also want to sit there and make sure we get her in the right position where we can still use her and get a nice turn with Rikku first. So now we're going to bring out, I don't know why I left Kimarhi in the fight, to be honest, but there we go. Turns have aligned perfectly. Now we're going to mix 2 Wings of Discovery that we got from the Temple Chocobo treasure chest game, I don't know what they call it, and it makes Trio and Nines, one of the most overpowered overdrives in this game. And with our magic stat, Fire Fury, And we just rotate that stick as hard as we can for a little life depends on it. And 4 nines across the board. 9,999 damage on every hit. It is phenomenal. And Lulu is the star of the show for that fight. Mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now we're moving on to the next boss fight, and it's a Kimarhi solo. So this obviously all based on Kimarhi's stats, so I didn't make him too powerful. But I give him Steal to get the level 3 key spears, so that's going to make my life a lot easier. Use Lancet to get every overdrive mode we can from them, as long as well as using Loner for it. So once we're done with all the overdrives, we just use Seed Cannon and finish him off. But Kimarhi has got the spit of a god. That sounds really weird, I don't know why I said that. But yeah, Seed Cannon for the win is what we like to see. We then get Oren's last overdrive, so he's now got everything, and on to the Seymour fight now. Where I love the whole, save some for me, and it's like, save some for Kimarhi. It's like the one-liner of a god. So, as you see, we have 70,000 health to deal with, and I'm not even a bit worried. We get everyone a nice turn in, block some things. Like, and at this point now, we don't even need to use cheer or luck, because it just makes things so much easier. Now, I wanted to use tie drive here, or Tidus here, purely because I wanted to make sure that it killed. I didn't want to sit there and use Lulu and it misses and hits the Metamorph, or attack reels and it hits, and it's just multi-hit overdrives here. I mean, I could have maybe done something with Rikku, but it would have meant getting her another overdrive, and I didn't want to. But for anyone that struggles with the Seymour Natus, is it Natus or Flux? Seymour Flux fight is an easy solution. Just get Blitz Ace and trio of 9s with the Wings of Discovery. And look, I even butch the end and just completely miss everything. And ready? Bleh. So satisfying. Even when you miss the overdrive to just finish it nice and easy. Lovely. Now on to Sanctuary Guardian. Or something Guardian. Not much to say about this fight now. The only thing I was worried about was getting cursed, because I was not prepared for any of that. So we get some haste out and pray that he doesn't do photon wings. And he does. So luckily for us though, we have some holy waters, and we didn't fail to run thanks to confusion because it missed. So it's all good in the hood. Thank you. I was so happy to see that. You have no idea. So we get everyone a quick turn really quickly, do a remedy, get some holy walkers. I think we finish off Walker, I'm not sure. But we're getting everyone some turns in, get some steals in. Kimarhi's now kind of just become my anytime I need something on the grid kind of guy. I don't really use him much, but whenever we need anything done on the grid, we just use Kimarhi. Now steals and remedies, we are nice and ready to finish off to get rid of any stats effects we need. So holy water up, hope he doesn't do photon wings again, which he doesn't, which is fantastic. And again, trio of 9s, and then any multi-hit attack. And I think this time I go for attack rails, because we haven't done it yet on the trio of 9s. And I thought I was going to butcher it, but we're good. 12 hits of 9,999 is fantastic. And nice and easy. Boss goes down, no issue, just a bit of a slow startup, which is a-okay over here. And thanks to, I don't remember what this was called, but we get berserked. I'm ready. And I thought, oh yeah, well good, I have a turn before he attacks. It's all good. Wait for it. Boom. There was our first game over. What a load of something, I'm just not going to say. But there we get our first challenge fail. So we had to reset the fight, which was really annoying, but what can you do? So now we go into this next fight and hope we don't deal with the same thing. This time we get a lot more turns to deal with, so it was a much better setup. Get everyone a turn, and this is like my biggest issue, was I kept getting everyone turns. I feel like I should have maybe just, I don't know, just focus on who I wanted to finish. But I wanted that sweet XP. You know what I mean? I wanted all the XP, all of it. So back to trio 9s. I think I give it to Lulu to finish this fight, because I think I'd done it all too much with, just space now, giving everyone some use for their overdrives. And I'm like, yeah, who haven't I had in the fight yet? Bring Walker in, get him a turn, and then kind of hit with the Fire Fury. And it's just brilliant. Like, I love seeing these low magic spells hit for 999 without even having that much magic stat. It's great. So there is yet again another boss down without barely any issue, minus the first game over and reset we had to do. So yay us, I guess. It kind of I was so annoyed when it happened. You have no idea. Now, the Yunalesca boss fight was a fight I wanted to spend as little time on as physically possible, because so much can go wrong so quickly. So we grand summon Bahu as he has the uncapped damage. He has he has no break damage limit already to start off with, so I thought he'd be the best one to start with. So we summon Bahu, hit her with a mega flare, nice and easy, boom, jobs are good in 54,000 damage. Phase 1 is done. So, like I said, I want to spend as little time with everything that can happen, Hellbiter, cure, regen, everything. I just want to take as little time as possible. Now, the main issue I had here was obviously I've got an Aeon out and Hellbiter has happened twice now. So before I can even do anything else, I need to make sure my team are zombies to make sure I don't die on the next phase. So we give Rikku a turn. Luckily for us, on her very next turn, she does Hellbiter, which makes life so much easier. Bring Walker back into the fray. This is one of the fights I just didn't even want to get everyone in. I just wanted to be done with it as quick as we could. So I look at the HP, 48k, and I'm like, okay, either one can finish, so it's not a problem. We have yet another trio of 9s. I think we let Walker finish this one off. I probably should have done the other way around, but I thought just in case Walker, because just in case I miss on Walker's overdrive, he would still do a load of damage, and I could finish off with someone else like Oren or Kimarhi if I really needed to, and save the blitz ace for the guaranteed kill here. So entering into phase 3, we've got death, mega death. And luckily it misses 2 of our characters because we're on zombie, which is the main thing I was worried about. We bring Luca back, just make sure he gets the XP, and for 60,000 damage we use blitz ace once more on Yunalesca to finish this fight, because like I said, I want to spend as little time as so much can go wrong so quickly. And there you go, that is Yunalesca down, and we're finally on the home stretch. So after Yunalesca, we go and grab the Sun Crest. As I said, I was thinking about getting all the characters, all my weapons, triple overdrive being quite nice. We do get the Calibog, I think that's how we say it, Calibog, ultimate weapon for Tidus. And I did go and upgrade it. And the only thing I realized after upgrading it was we had evade and counter on Tidus's weapon, which I completely forgot about. So that is now making his weapon obsolete. He has evade and counter, he has magic counter, and I just basically wasted my time. I realized that this is no bueno, it's no good. But what can you do, right? Well, it is what it is. So now we're on to fighting Sin. It's time to get in there and finish up this challenge run, as it has taken us so far probably around 50 hours just to get to this mark, with all the preparation, and some of the boss fights taking so much longer than they would in any other time. So here we go, the final showdown with Shin. So so like, all we're going to do here, same old, get everyone a turn. As you see, I am using the Calibog at the minute, because this is one of the fights where I don't have to worry about countering or evading counter, because it's not directly targeted him. Any of Sin's arm attacks will be AoE, so we are kind of good in that remark. So we do start off with a trio of 9s and let Lulu finish off this first fin, I don't know, I'm so used to this, like, look at that, beautiful. But you do get the overkill for the additional stats, which is nice. And moving on to the next one, we kind of realize we are soft locked, as unless you move forward, nothing happens. And I really didn't want to bring forward. We have 65,000 HP to get through, and I have no idea how we're going to do it without moving forward. And I want to see if we can beat this boss without doing it. So we do a test here. Can't even do exact rules. That's how bad it is. Can't do seed cannon, nothing. So we reset. We move Kimarhi to orange grid and get him in trust. And now here we are back at the second fight. So we give Rikku haste, and we put Rikku in ally mode so she can continuously build up overdrive when getting turns. We take out Kimarhi, give entrust his overdrive to Lulu so we can finally finish this run, and we just carry on skipping turns with Rikku, as this was the only way round I could think to even get close to getting both characters overdrives. I probably, in hindsight, probably should have given interest to other characters as well, but I didn't really want to use too many. To be honest, I just kind of wanted to kind of finish up this run, as it taken me so long already. As I said, like 50 hours, and I just didn't have the hour to spare, and I didn't really want to spare another hour into it. But there you go, that is both fins down, or arms. And now we take a lovely romantic dive off an airship with Lulu, because that's just how life is in Sphero, let's be honest. So this is one of the fights where we couldn't use Calibog due to physical and magic attacks, so we quickly swap weapons as soon as we can, just so we don't get a game over with a counter. Finish the first part of the fight with an attack reels with Walker. Didn't have to use Trio 9, which is very nice. I put Calibog back on just to ignore armor and finish off with a nice blitz. Oh, I tried to use Spiral, but it didn't work very well actually. But we're just kind of passing time, having fun. You can't really die here, but we try and finish off with a tornado, because we might as well give Aeon some fun, right? You got a new overdrive mode, we haven't used it yet. Boof, overdrive, tornado done. Now, moving on to the hardest part of the Sin fight, we have to find a way to finish Sin off before he finishes us off with his overdrive. So, our plan here is Trio 9's attack reels and finish it off with Lulu's magic, and it wasn't enough. So we entrust Kimarhi's overdrive over to Lulu, and boom, jobs are good in. Now, before we go inside Sin, we head over to the Barge Temple and try our luck at getting a no encounters weapon, just to make running through Sin so much easier. So we fight this boss, get some nice revenge from the start of the game, and jobs are good in, and we get a no encounters weapon for Aeon on the first try, and that's what we love to see. So moving on to the Seymour Omnis fight. 80,000 health and a dream. At this point, I'm not even gonna get anyone a turn. I'm just like, you know what, just move straight down, go to it, get Trio 9s up, and just finish this guy off as soon as possible, because I've had enough of Seymour. I've had enough of him stealing all the hair gel and Spiro. I've had enough of him trying to become the next Sin. We're just gonna finish him off nice and easy, and I would have loved to have sat there and just had Yuna do it, but we all know Yuna doesn't have any more hit overdrives. So, nice little blitz ace to finish the guy off. After all this time, the one guy he despised the most is the guy who sends him and finishes him off before getting him sent to the far plane. T-Drive! I don't know. Anyway, get Lulu thrown the ball. I wanted to get the affinity up with Rikku, but it is what it is. No, I thought I was going to butcher it. 7 seconds. It's coming in clutch. There you go. Seymour Omnis down without much trouble, and to be honest, it's so satisfying when you finally beat this 4th Seymour boss fight. It's so dramatic. So these are more or less our end stats of the game. 74 strength, 39 defense. Like I say, the strength doesn't really matter at this point, but these are end game stats. You know, we're not end before post game. These are the stats of everyone. Thought I'd show them off, just in case anyone was curious. And now we're on to Braska's final Aeon, BFA. And I don't really have too much to say regarding this fight, apart from I just hate the fact you start with a completely different party. It is so annoying. I hate it. Start with a still, because you never know, we might need a turbo weave on this next thing. So all I tried to do at this point was sit here and basically just try and knock him down. We're still in phase 1. I tried to use, what was it? I did try and use Lulu's overdrive, but I forgot it's all multi-hit, so I was just like, We did some damage with Walker's overdrive, but again, it hit Gondolas more than it hit Braska's final Aeon, so we just kind of decided for single target would be best. Finish off phase 1 with a blitz ace before he returns the favor. And then again, we finish off phase 2 with a blitz ace. I got a bit worried because we'd lost a party member who apparently is now throwing us a ball, so why not, right? Boom, there we go. Braska's final Aeon done with the power of 2 blitz aces, and nice and easy. And with Braska's final Aeon down, the game is officially done. We've won. We might as well just stop the video here, call it quits, because we are not going to lose the next section, but we're going to show it anyway, just so you guys see how quick and easy it is. So we finish off Bevelle with a tornado, because let's be honest, tornado is a cool looking overdrive. Boom, job's done. We use Jill, as you can respect see Shiva called Jill, to finish Bahut, because, let's be honest, I just thought, let's just get every overdrive in we can. We use Riku's Overdrive Sunburst for mixing two doors to tomorrow's mixing 2 doors to tomorrow for break damage limit and just to finish off Aether in a split second. Love to see it. Next up is Ixion, and I just could not hit it for life of me, but we use Spiral Cut, finish off Ixion, nice and easy for max damage. And Ixion down, we have I believe one more Aeon left to fight. And Shiva goes down to an attack reels, which I was a bit worried was going to miss, and it just hits right at the end, luckily enough. So that's another Aeon down. Next up is Yevon. So this is where Kimarhi really shines here. With the Overdrive Doom, this fight is a job done. Put Doom on Yevon. At first I thought it was like 99 turns for some reason, but it's literally just 3. So we count down the 3 turns, skipping every turn using Gravager, damaging itself more and more, and we're just waiting. We're just buying our time. Just boom, death. Nice and easy. Yevon goes down, and we have officially complete Final Fantasy X using Overdrives only. This was a fun challenge to do, even though easier than Trance and Limit Only from 7 and 9, but it was really fun to come up with different ways to fight different bosses, and just using different mechanics that you wouldn't normally use any other time in a normal playthrough. So, that was pretty fun to do. Review Yevon done, challenge is done, and I had a lot of fun. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what challenge videos you would like to see in the future, as we are going to be doing more of these. And it's just been a pleasure. Comment your favourite part. Even comment things you would have done differently. Why not? Tell me ways that you've beat bosses or fun challenges you've done in the game. And if you have made it to the end of this video, you are a real one. I appreciate you. Take care of yourselves, and I love you all. Take care. Peace.